Hi, for those of you that don't know me, my name's Harry, and I've got a confession to make. Every single person on this planet is born with certain gifts. The people that are luckiest in life figure out early what those gifts are, and they learn to use them. And they use them to both their own personal benefit and hopefully to the benefit of those around them and the people whose life they interact with. Some of us have learned those gifts a little later in life. My gift is for motivational speaking, and my gift is that I can help people to understand what it is to live with depression. Hey, baby, I know. This is Lacey. Lacey loves me unconditionally. That's what dogs do. Guess what? It's rare that you get that. But it happens, and it happens with people. I'll tell you this. Living with depression is an interesting way to go through life. Everybody gets sad. That's different than depression. Being sad is a normal thing that happens as you pass through life. Loss of loved ones, loss of an animal, loss of a job, daily stresses, and daily failures. That's all normal. The difference is, with a person who doesn't suffer from depression, those things that happen, you're able to cope with them. You realize they're a part of what you are and the life that you're living, and you move on from there. Well, people that suffer from depression, very often that's a much harder thing to do. And when you're dealing with depression, it feels like everything is stacked against you. It feels like no matter what you do, you're never going to succeed. The problem is that's a lie. That's a big lie. That's the lie that starts inside a depressed person's head and says, you're not good enough. You'll never be good enough. No matter what you do, you're never going to come out on top. You're never going to win. And it's a daily fight. Those people that don't suffer from depression, but suffer with depression, and what I mean by that is the loved ones of those people who have this mental disorder, and make no mistake, it's a mental disorder. It's not something that people with depression it's gone. It doesn't work that way. Wish it did. It just doesn't. People that suffer with depression, in my definition of it, are those people who love and support and interact and cope with those loved ones, friends, family, spouses, children that actually have depression. For those of us that are fortunate enough to be on a medication that works, and to varying degrees they work, you're able to function, hold jobs, be parents, be spouses. But it still is a daily fight. It's getting up in the morning and saying, today, it's not going to win. Today, I'm the winner. And what I'm going to do on a regular basis to use the gifts that God gave me is I'm going to be talking to those of you out there with depression. And I'm going to be letting you know that the struggle is not something you're doing alone. I'm going to encourage you to open up to those who love you, to the medical professionals who treat you. Be open, be honest, be forthright in what you say. Don't make excuses for what you have. Realize that what you have can be worked with. It can be treated. You can be successful, and you can win. Happiness is not something that comes by event. Happiness is something that you can have, that you can live, and that you can thrive in. It isn't something that you cope with alone. It isn't something that you endure alone. Your loved ones are suffering with depression while you cope having depression. I'm going to urge you now to make sure that you listen very carefully to this next statement, because this is the one statement that I had to realize before I could get better and even think about helping somebody else. You are important and you are enough. You don't have to be perfect. You just need to be you and try to be the very best you that you can be. And realize that just like you are having a struggle, those around you are struggling with you. Puts it into a little different perspective. You're not in this alone. We are all in this big cruise ship called the Earth together. Let's try to make it a better day today than yesterday. And tomorrow, let's make that day not as good as the day after. Work every day with those around you to win, to be successful, to realize that you have gifts and talents and you are important and you can do this.